After collecting the swabs, did you go back to the crime lab?
No, I did not.
Where did you go to next?
While I was examining the vehicle, I was requested to respond to 300 Forest Street in Peabody, Massachusetts.
What time do you think you got to 300 Forest Street?
I arrived there approximately 8:15 p.m.
And can you describe what 300 Forest Street in Peabody is?
300 Forest Street is a recycle and trash collection center located just off of Route 1.
And what did you see when you got to 300 Forest Street?
Mainly there was a large area where trash had been collected from various neighborhoods and areas, and there was a certain section of trash that had been separated from the larger piles that were there.
Ms. Gilman, can we have what's been marked as Exhibit 107, HAS 6556? Sir, do you recognize this image?
Yes, I do.
What is this an image of?
This is the entrance to the Recycle and Trash Collection Center, showing the mounds of garbage that are there.
And Ms. Gilman, can we have HAS 6564, what's been previously marked as Exhibit 108? And do you see this image, sir?
Yes, I do.
What is this an image of?
This is a continuation of the interior of the center.
And so the trash that you had the opportunity to see people going through, I'm going to direct your attention to what's been marked as Exhibit 109. Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 109, 6566? Was this mixed in with all the other stuff that we just saw, or is this somewhere else?
I'm unsure. This photo was taken prior to my arrival at the collection site.
Okay. But what is this a picture of?
This is a picture of a separated portion of the garbage in the center.
Now, what did you see? What did you see as far as people searching or going through the trash that night?
By the time I arrived, the main search had already been done, and there was bags of trash that were beginning to be emptied and inventoried by Crime Scene Services section and the detective unit that was there.
And so, what was your role as far as dealing with these bags of trash that other officers were going through?
My main role was to assist with the other units that were present and to sift through the items in those bags to determine what items would be relevant for forensic analysis and then which units would be responsible for taking those items back to the laboratory afterward.
And so, what was the first thing that was done when a bag was opened if there was some kind of evidentiary analysis that needed to be done on it?
The first thing that I did while the trash was being emptied was I had my notes where I noted the items that were coming out of the bags, and then I worked with the Crime Scene Services section trooper there as well, who photographed those items as they were coming out of the bag as well.
And how many different bags of, is it fair to say that you numbered the bags that you found to have some kind of value to you that night?
The Crime Scene Services section did use placards to denote the bags that they were removing and photographing.
All right. Ms. Gilman, can I ask that you publish what's previously been marked as Exhibit 51, file number 6810? Sir, do you recognize this image?
Yes, I do.
All right. So what's happening in this image that night when you were at 300 Forest Street?
This is the contents of one of the trash bags that was separated at the center.
And Ms. Gilman, can you now show us Exhibit 52, file number 6867? So now what are we looking at in relation to that last image, sir?
Since that last photograph was taken, bench paper was put out onto the floor of the collection center in order to preserve the integrity of the evidence that we were collecting at that point.
And so if it went onto a piece of paper like this, was it going to be collected?
Potentially, yes.
And this bag, sir, that we see on the screen for Exhibit 52, did you have the opportunity to know what was inside this bag, Bag 1?
Yes, I did.
Can you tell us what was discovered inside of Bag 1?
Inside of Bag 1 was a pair of green boots, a black jacket with red-brown stains, and a bracelet inside of the pocket. There was a black purse with red-brown stains, a black wallet, and a pair of headphones inside of a case, as well as a pair of socks.
Was anything discovered as far as car keys?
Yes, there was a pair of Volkswagen keys as well.
Ms. Gilman, can we have what's been marked as Exhibit 110, file number 6869? Is this also the contents of that first bag?
That's correct.
And Ms. Gilman, can we now have Exhibit 111, which has been marked as 6870? Are these also the contents of that bag?
Yes.
Now, I'd like to ask you about another bag that you found or had the opportunity to examine. Was there a trash bag with the designation 2?
Yes, there was.
What was discovered inside of bag 2?
Inside of bag 2 were 2 white towels with red-brown stains, as well as a piece of tape with apparent gauze and red-brown stains inside of it.
Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 112, which is file number 6898? Sir, is that one of the towels that was found inside of bag 2?
Yes, it is.
And Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 113, file number 6902? Is that the second towel that was found inside the bag, sir?
Correct.
And what's the other items around the towel?
Those are miscellaneous tissues with red-brown stains.
Now, was there a bag 3?
Yes, there was.
What was discovered inside of bag 3?
Inside of bag 3 was a white bathrobe with red-brown stains.
Ms. Gilman, can we have what's been marked as Exhibit 114, file number 6906? Sir, is this a picture of what was found, the bathrobe and found inside of bag 3?
Yes, it is.
Now, was there a bag 4?
There was.
What was discovered inside of bag 4?
Inside of bag 4 was a pair of gray slippers with red-brown stains, a pair of dark gray slippers with red-brown stains and trace materials, as well as apparent hairs with red-brown stains.
So, Ms. Gilman, if we could have Exhibit 115, file number 6915. Sir, do you recognize this image?
Yes, I do.
Directing your attention to this image, the slippers there, which ones are those in the top of it?
The slippers located at the top are the gray slippers.
And at the bottom, what is there next to the left of the jar?
There is a leather strap wristwatch located as well.
And you had said that there was a second pair of slippers that was recovered from that bag?
That's correct.
Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 116, file number 6929? Sir, can you tell us where the second pair of slippers is in this photo?
Yes, at the bottom center of the photo, you'll see the dark gray slippers with the red-brown stains and trace material noted on the bottom of one of the slippers.
What is trace material?
Trace material could reference a number of things. In this particular instance, it references the apparent hairs or fibers that I observed on the slippers.
Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 117, file number 6934? Sir, what is the trace material you saw that night when you were at 300 Forest Street?
In the photo on the right-hand side of the overturned slipper, there are the apparent hairs and fibers that I called trace materials located on the right-hand side at the toe end of the slipper.
Sir, I'd like to ask you some questions about bag number 5. What did you observe produced from bag 5?
Bag number 5 contained pieces of rug with red-brown stains on some of the pieces.
Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 118, which is file number 6948? Sir, what are we looking at here?
These are pieces of a rug with red-brown stains that I noted on 2 of the pieces.
And Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 119, file number 6944? Sir, where did you see the red-brown staining on the rugs?
On the two leftmost pieces, the left piece has red-brown stains in the bottom right corner, and then the one in the center of the photo has red-brown stains on the majority of the piece of rug.
So, sir, after bag 5, did you have the opportunity to see anything produced from the 6th bag?
I did, yes.
What was produced from the 6th bag?
Inside the sixth bag was additional pieces of rug with red-brown staining on those as well.
And besides red-brown staining of rug, what was discovered as far as a Tyvek suit?
There was a white Tyvek suit discovered in the bag as well, along with a wrapper for a Tyvek suit.
Was anything else discovered as far as a safety goggles or anything like that?
Yes, safety goggles were discovered, as well as additional miscellaneous items.
Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 120, which is file number 6951? Sir, do you recognize this image?
Yes, I do.
What is this an image of?
This is an image of the safety goggles and Tyvek suit wrappers that were found in bag number 6.
Can you tell us what a Tyvek suit is?
A Tyvek suit is typically a piece of personal protective equipment that one would wear in order to protect themselves from anything they might be working with.
Have you ever worn one?
I have, yes.
When would you wear one?
I have worn one specifically during training sessions where there are biological fluids that we are experimenting with.
Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 121, which is file number 6956? Sir, do you recognize this image?
I do, yes.
What is this an image of?
This is an image showing more of the pieces of the rug.
And Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit number 122, file number 6952? What are we looking at here, sir?
This is a photograph of the lower half of the Tyvek suit from bag number 6.
Did you have the opportunity to see the contents of a 7th bag that night?
Yes, I did.
What was inside the 7th? What was produced from the 7th bag?
Your Honor, may I refer to my notes?
May.
The 7th bag contained a bottle of hydrogen peroxide, a ice pack, a blue flat sheet as well.
And sir, I neglected to ask you about the rug as well. I showed you one image, which was Exhibit 121. So, Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 123, file number 6963? Sir, what is this we're looking at?
This is another piece of the rug from bag number 6 containing red-brown stains with apparent tissue.
And what is apparent tissue? For those of, I don't know what that means. It's not like Kleenex, right?
That's correct. Apparent tissue from the forensic perspective is a material that may or may not resemble human skin tissue. In this particular instance, based on my observations, that's what I called it.
Ms. Gilman, if you could take that down, and if we could have Exhibit 124, 6974. And so, sir, does this represent the contents of the 7th bag?
Yes, it does.
And so, in the upper center, what is that brown bottle?
It is a bottle of hydrogen peroxide.
And the cut up labels off to the side, did you note what those were for?
I didn't note what they specifically were for. I grouped them under the miscellaneous items that were in this bag.
And now, sir, did you have the opportunity to see an 8th bag in the contents produced from it?
Yes, I did.
Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 125, which is HAS 7002? Sir, what is it that we're looking at here?
This is a photograph of the contents of bag number 8.
And what was produced from bag number 8?
Bag number 8 contained a hammer, a pair of wire snips, a hatchet, and a hacksaw with red-brown stains on it.
And what are wire snips, and then what are shears?
They're sharpened tools that can be used to cut an item of interest.
So which one of those two objects is snips and which one is a shear?
The shears are located on the right-hand side of the photo. The snips are located in the center between the hacksaw and the hatchet.
Now, sir, I want to ask you about bag 10. Skip it. What was recovered from the 10th bag?
The 10th bag contained a large piece of tarp that was taped together, so multiple pieces were taped together to form a larger tarp.
Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 126? Is this what the 10th bag looked like, sir?
Prior to opening the contents, yes.
And Ms. Gilman, can we have Exhibit 127? What is it we're looking at here in 127, sir?
This is a photograph of protective booties that are worn over the bottoms of shoes.
And where were those recovered from, sir?
Those were also recovered in bag 10 once the contents were emptied.
And Ms. Gilman, can we have what's been previously marked as Exhibit 50, file number 7029? What is this, sir?
This is a photograph of the tarp from bag number 10 as it was being unfurled from the bag.
And Ms. Gilman, can we now have Exhibit 128, file number 7035? What is this image of, sir?
This is an image of additional items from bag number 10, one of them being an apparent piece of insulation and then some scraps from containers.
So, sir, what was done with all of these items?
The items that were taken out of all the bags, we discussed amongst the crime scene services section, detective unit, and myself, which items would be going to which units first for analysis. Items of evidence that would be going straight to the criminalistics unit for analysis, I would be collecting. Items that would be analyzed for potential prints would be going with the crime scene services section, and state police detective unit would be responsible for the remaining items.
So, what items, well, at this point in time, I'd like to ask you something, sir. Are you familiar with what's called the LIMS system for the crime lab?
Yes, I am.
Can you tell us what the LIMS system is?
LIMS stands for the Laboratory Information Management System. It is a software program that we utilize in order to track items of evidence that have been submitted to the laboratory and then their chain of custody history as they move throughout the laboratory.
And so after you had the opportunity to collect items that night, where did you go?
At that point, I left the facility and went to the laboratory in Danvers and submitted items of evidence there under lab number 23-00596.
So that number, that's for the overall case that you're assigned to at this point in time, right?
That's correct.
So what happens as far as when you make a submission of a piece of evidence into the LIMS system?
Once the evidence has been submitted into the Laboratory Information Management System, I then make assignments for myself to write a report based on what I collected from that scene, as well as assignments for the criminalistics unit for any items that need to be analyzed in the criminalistics unit as well. Every item is then appropriately packaged and or dried if it's wet, and then eventually transported to the appropriate storage facility. And
so I'd like to ask you about some of the LIMS numbers that you were able to assign objects that you entered into the evidence. Your Honor, if it may be with the court's approval and with no objection from defense, would he be able to refer to his report during this portion?
Any objection?
No objection.
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sir, what item number under LIMS did the swabs from the driver's seat controls get?
Those swabs were given item number 9-1, 9 referring to the submission and 1 being the first item under that submission.
And what item number did the swabs from the rear passenger seat floor mat get?
The rear passenger side floor mat was given 9-2.
What LIMS number did the swabs from the rear passenger third row seat get?
9-3.
What was the LIMS number for the swabs from trunk mat 1?
Trunk mat 1 was 9-4.
What was the LIMS number for the swabs from trunk mat 2?
9-5.
What was the item number for the swabs from the red-brown stain with the letter A?
9-6.
What was the item number for the hair sample you got from the door of the Volvo?
9-7.
What was the LIMS number for the swabs for the gloves, I'm sorry, what was the limbs number for the gloves from the floor?
From the front passenger floor, it was 9-8.
And what was the limbs number for the Ziploc bag in the passenger door pocket?
9-9.
And what was the limbs number for the gloves in the center console?
9-10.
Now, did you seize any Band-Aids from the floor of that vehicle?
I seized 2 Band-Aids from the center console of the vehicle, yes.
And what limbs number did they get?
Those were given item 9-11.
Now, directing your attention to the items from 300 Forest Street, what was the limbs number for the black jacket from bag number 1?
9-12.
And what was the limbs number for the bracelet from the left pocket of that jacket?
9-13.
What was the limbs number for the black purse in bag 1?
9-14.
And what was the number for the black wallet from bag 1?
9-15.
What number did the pair of boots get from bag 1?
9-16.
What item number did the Volkswagen keys get?
9-17.
And what limbs number did the headphones, did you find headphones that night?
There were headphones inside of a case, yes.
And what number did they get?
They were 9-18.
What item number did referring to bag 2, what did you discover as far as any gauze?
Inside of bag 2 was a piece of tape that had gauze inside of the tape. So the non-adhesive side was on the exterior, and then the gauze was on the interior of that tape. And the gauze appeared to be red-brown stained.
And what was the item number that you gave to the tape with the gauze and the red-brown stain?
9-20.
And regarding the wipes that you found from bag 2, what was the item number they got?
They were 9-21.
And the towels that were retrieved from bag 2, what numbers did they get?
The white towel, one of them was 9-22, and the other was 9-23.
What about the bathrobe from bag 3? What limbs number did that get?
The white bathrobe with red-brown stains was 9-24.
And the watch that was in bag 4?
9-25.
Sir, what about the gray slippers with red-brown stains from bag 4? What limbs number did they get?
Gray slippers were 9-26.
And then there was a second pair of slippers. Were they the dark gray slippers?
That's correct.
All right, so what did the dark gray slippers with trace material get as a limbs number?
9-27.
And was there any hair samples recovered from bag 4?
Yes, there was.
What was recovered as far as a hair sample?
There was apparent hairs with red-brown stains that were not on the slippers. They were just loose inside of the bag. I collected those as well.
And what item number did they get?
They were given 9-28.
And any wipes recovered from bag 4?
Yes, correct.
And what did they get for an item number?
9-29.
And in the images from that bag, was there a sponge?
There was, yes, a sponge with a wipe stuffed into it.
And what item number did that get?
That was given number 9-30.
And was anything retrieved as far as cuttings, or I shouldn't say that, what was the item number given to the pieces of rug from bag 5?
From bag number 5, I took a cutting myself from the red-brown stains that were seen on those pieces of rug. That cutting was given 9-31.
What item number did the Tyvek suit get?
9-32.
And in bag 6, what number did the hand towel get?
9-33.
So, sir, now I'd like to show you some of these objects. And before I do you have any gloves with you?
I do, yes.
Can I see counsel at the side of the bench?
Yes, Your Honor. So, Your Honor, with the court's indulgence, I'm just going to be walking back and forth to grab certain objects. And I apologize if I appear to be a ping pong ball, but I think that's probably going to be the easiest way to do it.
That's fine.
Thank you, Your Honor. And for the court, I'll keep my voice up. Sir, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand you an item that's in a bag. I'm going to ask if you recognize the bag and open it up. I'm not going to ask you to produce anything from the bag, okay?
Yep.
All right, thank you, sir. So the first item I'm handing you is a manila envelope. Do you recognize that?
Yes, I do.
What is it, sir?
This is a manila envelope containing the COVID card of Anna Walsh that I recovered from the scene.
Can you open that envelope and determine if that object is inside it?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. The Commonwealth would seek to have this envelope marked as the next exhibit, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection.
Is it 129 we're at?
Yes, Your Honor.
The COVID card will be, or the exhibit with pouch that contains the COVID card is now in evidence as 129. Jurors, I do expect that there's going to be a series, and based on what we're consulting with at the side of the bench, there's going to be a series of bags of evidence that the Commonwealth's going to move in to evidence. And those bags, to the extent that they are admitted as evidence, will go back with you in the jury room for you to examine as you need during your deliberations. But it's my understanding that they're going to stay in the bags right now. And when they go back with you, you'll have proper gloves, just like the witness now has. All right? Thank you.
Sir, do you recognize this bag?
Yes, I do.
What is that?
This is the bag of keys and headphones that I recovered at the scene.
Could you open it and confirm that those items are inside that bag?
Yes, they are.
The Commonwealth would seek to have the bag with the keys and headphones marked as the next exhibit, Your Honor, which I believe is 130.
Any objection?
No objection.
It's marked and admitted into evidence as Exhibit 130, the Volvo keys and the headphones.
Oh, my bad. Sir, I'm showing you I'm producing a bag to you. If you could tell us if you recognize it.
Yes, this is a bag of the black jacket with red-brown stains, a pair of socks and bracelet from bag number 1 at the collection site in Peabody.
Could you open that up and confirm that those items are inside of it?
I can see the black jacket. However, without removing it, there's nothing I can see that might be underneath it.
Okay. So for today's purposes, that bag with the black jacket, I would seek to mark as the next exhibit, Your Honor, without having to move the jacket around and go underneath any objects inside it.
What's the outside labeling say? Black jacket, bracelet, and what else?
Pair of black socks, Your Honor.
Any objection to that?
No objection.
The contents of that packet, which has on the outside of it black jacket, bracelet, and black socks, is now in evidence as 131.
Sir, I'm producing another bag to you. Do you recognize this?
Yes, I do.
What is that?
This is a bag marked as purse and wallet from bag number 1.
Could you open that bag and confirm the person involved?
Yes, they are.
Commonwealth would seek to have this marked as the next exhibit, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection.
The purse and the black wallet, both black purse and black wallet, are now in evidence as 132. Thank you.
Sir, I'm handing you a bag and asking you to inside.
Yes, I do.
What's inside that bag, sir?
A pair of green boots recovered from bag number 1.
And sir, what is the outside of the bag, sir?
The outside of the bag reads green boots, bag number 1, with my initials, my trainee's initials, and the date.
The Commonwealth would seek to have this marked as the next exhibit.
The bag with the green boots is now in evidence as Exhibit 133.
Sir, you recognize this bag?
Yes, I do.
What is that, sir?
This is a brown paper bag containing a bracelet.
Can you open the bag and confirm the bracelet's inside?
Yes, there's a bracelet inside.
Commonwealth would seek to have this marked as the next exhibit, Your Honor.
Any objection? The bracelet is now in evidence in its bag as 134.
Sir, I'm handing you this first bag. Can I ask if you recognize it?
Yes, I do.
What is that, sir?
This is a bag marked white towel number 1 from bag number 2 at the PBD collection facility.
And that's one of the 2 white towels you bagged up that night and took back to the crime lab?
Yes, that's correct.
Can you open it and make sure the towel's inside?
Yes, it's inside.
The Commonwealth would seek to have this bag and the white towel marked as the next exhibit, Your Honor. No objection.
White towel number 1 from bag 2 is now in evidence as Exhibit 135.
I'm handing you another bag, sir.
This bag is marked white towel number 2.
And does that look like the second bag for a white towel that you bagged that night?
Yes, that's correct.
Could you open it and confirm the towel's inside?
Yes, it's inside.
The Commonwealth would seek to have this marked as the next exhibit, Your Honor.
Any objection? The white towel number 2 from bag number 2 is now in evidence as 136. Can I see counsel at the side of the bench?
Yes, Your Honor. producing another bag to you. I'm going to ask you to recognize that.
Yes, I do.
And what is that bag, sir?
This bag contains a white bathrobe with red-brown stains that I recovered from bag number 3.
Could you open that bag and confirm that the bathrobe inside?
Yes, it is.
The Commonwealth will see to have the bag with the bathrobe marked as the next exhibit.
Any objection?
Objection.
The bathrobe from bag number 3 is now in evidence as Exhibit 137.
Sir, what's this bag that I'm handing you?
This is a bag of the dark gray slippers with red-brown stains and trace materials.
Could you open the bag and confirm the slippers are inside?
Yes, they are.
Commonwealth will see to have the bag with the dark gray slippers marked as the next exhibit. No objection.
That's also from bag number 3, or is that,
This would be from bag number
that's
4.
bag 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. The dark gray slippers from bag number 4 are now in evidence as 138.
Mr. Gould? Recognize that bag?
Yes, I do.
What is that?
This bag contains the leather strap watch from bag number 4.
And could you open and confirm the watch inside?
Yes, it is.
The Commonwealth would seek to have the next bag as the watch from bag number 4 as the next exhibit.
Any objection?
No objection.
The leather strap watch from bag 4 is now in evidence as 139.
So you recognize that bag?
Yes, I do.
And what is that?
This is a bag containing apparent hairs with red-brown stains from bag number 4.
Could you open the bag and confirm that the item's inside?
This one's still sealed.
Oh, you didn't get them all?
Yeah, can't quite get it all. Might need new gloves as well.
So, your gloves have opened. For the record, I brought you a new set, so and why don't I take yours?
Thank you.
Good?
Good.
All right.
Thank you. Yes, they're inside.
The Commonwealth would seek to have the next bag with apparent hairs with red-brown stain marked as the next exhibit, Your Honor. No
Any objection?
No objection.
The hair from bag number 4 is in evidence as 140.
Sir, do you recognize this bag?
Yes, I do.
What is that?
This is a pair of slippers with red-brown stains from bag number 4.
So those are the light gray slippers?
That's correct.
Can you open the slippers inside?
Yes, they are.
Commonwealth would seek to have the next bag marked as Exhibit 141, pair of slippers from bag number 4.
No objection.
Thank you. The bags light gray slippers from bag number 4 are now in evidence as Exhibit 141.
So do you recognize this bag?
Yes, I do.
What is that?
This is a bag containing the sponge with a wipe through it.
Could you open from the sponge inside?
Yes, it is.
I'm open to to have this marked as the next exhibit, Your Honor.
No objection.
Is that from bag 4, or are we now moved on to bag 5?
We are on bag 4, Your Honor.
Okay. The sponge from bag number 4 is now in evidence as Exhibit 142.
So do you recognize that bag?
Yes, I do.
What is that bag?
This is a bag containing the Tyvek suit recovered from bag number 6.
Could you open and confirm the Tyvek suits inside?
Yes, it is.
The Commonwealth would seek to have this next bag, Your Honor, marked as next exhibit. Tyvek suit from bag number 6.
No objection.
Thank you. Now in evidence as 143 is the Tyvek suit from bag 6.
Mr. Gould? You recognize that bag?
Yes, I do.
What is that, sir?
This bag contains the hand towel with red-brown stains from bag number 6.
Can you open and confirm it's inside?
It is.
The Commonwealth would seek to mark this as the next exhibit, Your Honor, which is hand towel with red brown stains from bag number 6.
Any objection?
No objection.
And towel from bag 6 is now in evidence as 144.
Your Honor, may I have a moment?
Yes?
Nothing further, Your Honor.